everyone. This is Laverne. I would once again like to express my gratitude to the Veterans Health Alliance for allowing me to wake up well with you this morning. Today we're going to talk about strength training a little bit. On Monday we talked about peace and how to obtain our peace and conscious breathing. And then on Wednesday we talked about stretching. We did a few stretches. Now today I'm going to incorporate strength training into our Wake Up Well sessions. What I'm going to do is talk about a couple of exercises that I tend to gravitate to because these exercises give you the most bang for your buck. So if you don't have a lot of time to exercise and you just want to do a few things, these exercises will pretty much help you get a total body workout. So the first exercise that I'm going to show you is called a squat to overhead press, and it's a total body exercise. You can use dumbbells if you like, light dumbbells, or no dumbbells at all. And so I'm going to challenge you to somehow this week, maybe this weekend, get in these exercises. So 3 sets of squats to overhead presses, and I'm going to demonstrate them to you right now. Now remember what I said, you don't have to use dumbbells, you can just use your own body weight. So here we go. So first of all, you want to have your feet right outside your hips. I don't know if you can see my feet at this point. Make sure that your feet are separated hip distance apart, okay, just right outside your hips. Now when you sit back, think about reaching back to sit down in a chair. Keep your chin up, keep your head up, and then when you come up, lift your arms all the way up to the ceiling, and this is all one continuous movement. So it's a squat, sitting back, reaching for a chair, and then arms all the way overhead. Keep going. Sit back like you're reaching for the chair, and then arms overhead. So down, inhale, and then exhale when you bring those dumbbells overhead. So you're exhaling on the push, overhead. And you want to do 3 sets of 12 repetitions of squats to overhead presses. Now, you want to intensify that a little bit, then you just try to sit back a little bit further, down a little bit lower. But you never want to let your knees come in towards each other. You want to make sure that your feet are apart and that your knees are going over your toes. So 3 sets of 12 squats to overhead presses. That's your first exercise, okay? Then the second exercise is, and you're going to hate this because most people hate this, especially women. Okay, they're going to say, oh my God, I can't do this exercise. Yes, you can. Push-ups, okay? Push-ups are great for total arm work, for pectoral work. Your abs also are engaged in push-ups because you're bracing. You're in an actual plank position. 2 different types of push-ups. I say, start with trying to execute a full push-up. Don't think you can't do it because you can do it. Even if you only do 1, 2 repetitions, you can do a full push-up. So I'm going to get you into position, all right, and then I'm going to talk more about it. I'm going to have to yell because my mat's over here. So you're going to come down to the mat, knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to straighten out your right leg, straighten out your left leg, and then hold it right here. Now, a push-up could simply be just bending your arms a little bit. Just a little bit of a bend in your arms and you're getting the benefit of the push-up. Now, most people think that when they do a push-up, they have to come all the way down to the ground. Not necessary. To get the benefit of a push-up, all you need to do is bend your elbows. And just think about bending your elbows and straightening your elbows 10 times. Now, if that's too much for you in a full plank position, you can drop your knees, but don't drop your hips. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. All right, start with your knees underneath your hips. Straighten out your right leg, straighten out your left leg, and then drop your knees down to the mat, just your knees. Keep your hips up. Don't let your hips come down like this. Keep everything up. And then it's the same thing. Then your elbows a little. And then just try for 10 repetitions. So inhale here, exhale on the push. Inhale. 10 repetitions. So your second exercise, push-ups. Modify push-ups with your knees down or full push-ups. Try to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions, okay? So now the third exercise is the plank hold, just holding the plank. So once again, you're in that push-up position, all right? Or the modification is on your forearms. So you can come all the way down to the mat, since we just did push-ups, we'll do the forearm variation. So you're right here on your forearms. You're going to straighten out your right leg. Straighten out your left leg. Make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders here. And then the goal with a plank is to try to hold as long as you can. So we're going to go for a goal of 1 minute. So if you're holding this plank, you want to make sure that you're also focusing on your breathing, because the breath is going to give you energy to sustain the plank hold. Now, think about holding that position for as long as you can. We're going to actually try for a 1 minute plank hold. So now you have 3 sets of 12 repetitions on the squats to overhead presses. Then for the push-ups, I think I said 3 sets of 10 or 12 repetitions. And then on the plank hold, you're going to try to hold that plank for 1 minute. If you have to break and come back, do what you have to do. But a 1 minute plank hold. Try to do it several times throughout the weekend. Okay, the next, oh boy. The next exercise is called the caterpillar walk. So it's going to simulate a burpee, but a burpee in very slow, controlled motion. All right, so you're going to start at the top of your mat. You're going to do a forward fold, nice and easy. Then you're going to bend your knees and reach your hands all the way out, walk your hands all the way out, bring yourself all the way down to the mat. And then you're going to push yourself back up, walk your hands all the way back, and you're going to slowly rise back up to a standing position. And then you're going to do it again. You're going to forward fold your body, keep your knees nice and soft, walk your hands all the way out, come all the way down to the mat, and then push yourself back up and walk back up to standing position. How many times once you do that? 5. Forward fold, gently walk your hands out, nice and easy, come all the way down to the ground, and push yourself slowly back up to standing position. Reset your shoulders 2 more times. Forward fold, nice and easy. Put your hands down on the mat. Walk yourself out all the way down to the ground. Push back up. And then back up to the top of the mat. 1 more, just 1 more. Forward fold. Gently walk your hands out. Come all the way down. Contact with the mat. And then push all the way back up to standing position. All right, so 5. I'm only asking for 5. If you feel like you can do more than 5, do more than 5. All right? So, homework over the weekend. Try to do 1 whole set of that, okay? Just 1 whole set. That's all I'm asking. If you can do more, do more. If you feel good and you want to do it, today, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, go ahead and do it. All right, so what's your homework? Squats to overhead presses, 3 sets of 12 reps. Push-ups, 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Plank holds, 30 seconds if you can. Try to do 30 seconds. Try to get as many in as you can over the weekend, okay? Plank holds for at least 1 minute. 1 minute, not 30 seconds, 1 minute. Okay. And then the last exercise is the caterpillar walks, 5 rounds. Make sure that when you do this caterpillar walk, that you forward fold first, all the way forward fold first before you start walking out to protect your low back. All right, don't just push yourself out and just start reaching, like diving for that caterpillar. Make sure that you do the forward fold, keeping your knees nice and soft, and then gently walk yourself all the way out to prone position on the mat. So there you have it for today, everybody. A little strength training. Thank you for being with me this week. I hope you love those exercises. I hope you feel those exercises. And we'll see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend.